David Cole had only $3 left in his pocket. No savings, no car, no plan for the future. At 23, he was sleeping on a friend's worn-out couch, feeling like a failure. Yet within just 10 years, David transformed his life and became a self-made millionaire investor. This is the story of how one broke young man turned discipline, learning, and persistence into freedom. David grew up in a tiny town, raised by a single mother who worked 2 jobs to keep the lights on. Money was always scarce, and he grew up believing that wealth was only for other people. At 18, he took his first job washing dishes at a diner until after midnight, then walking home because he couldn't afford bus fare. At 21, he tried to start his first small business, but it failed, leaving him with over $10,000 in debt and a bruised ego. Life was hard. But what it taught. One rainy night, feeling lost and desperate, David walked into a thrift store to escape the cold. On a dusty shelf, he found a used copy of Rich Dad Poor Dad for $1. That single book became his turning point. It opened his eyes to the power of habits, savings, and investing. David realized his problem wasn't just a lack of money, it was a lack of the right mindset. From that night on, he cut out unnecessary spending, saved every spare dollar, and began dedicating his weekends to learning about business, personal finance, and investing instead of wasting time scrolling or partying. This simple shift became the foundation for his new life. 2 years later, David launched a small online service business from his laptop. It wasn't glamorous, but he treated it like a real company, tracking every expense, reinvesting every profit. With the little money he made, he began investing in low-cost index funds and saved up for a small real estate partnership with a friend. He spent his evenings working and his mornings studying the markets. By 30, his side hustle was earning more than his full-time job. By 33, his investments alone were paying him more than his salary. The same man who once couldn't afford bus fare now had multiple income streams and the freedom to choose how he spent his time. David didn't win the lottery. He didn't invent $1 billion app. He became financially free through discipline, consistency, and smart choices. He's not a billionaire with a yacht, but he is a self-made millionaire investor who built his life from nothing. David's story proves that freedom doesn't come from luck. It comes from daily decisions, good habits, and the courage to start. If David could go from broke and drowning in debt to financial freedom, so can you. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start today. Learn. Save. Invest. Your journey from broke to beyond broke starts right now. Subscribe to Beyond Broke, your daily push toward financial freedom.